Will meditating for 30 days make me goated? Short answer, no, it didn't. But seriously though, I did learn some things and I'm kind of rotted, so I'm a good neutral to see if this would actually be a benefit to you if you're like the average scrolling fiend. So here's to 30 days and I think it's like around like honestly 7-8 hours of me staring at my eyelids. Day one was pretty chill, I'd say. I did look like a fish the whole time. But apart from that, I think I could have done more. I thought I could actually do more than 5 minutes, maybe 10, something like that, a bit more ambitious. But I was following this advice from Atomic Habits, which basically says you do just enough so that it doesn't feel like work. And I've broken way more habits than I've managed to successfully build, and this has been some of the only advice that actually helped with that. The thing is, if I had known he looked like this, would I have followed this advice? Absolutely not. This is creepy as hell. But no, I love both people, man.
Day two, I definitely feel quite still. The feeling you get when you meditate, that feeling of being able to like push out thoughts or like just let things like fly past you, like your general worries about your day. I'm recognizing that feeling more when I'm awake already on day two. Like I'll feel like that. I'll like get rid of a worry and I'll be like, wow, that's like the same feeling as when I'm meditating and I'm trying not to have a thought. So I'm really interested to see how that develops. But yeah.
Oh my. I'm just not even going to deal with that right now. There's this quote I like by T.S. Eliot. He says something like, man is distracted by distraction from distraction, or something like that. He's basically just saying everything in our lives to some extent is a distraction. When you spend some time each day sitting down staring at your eyelids, you're kind of saying no to that. You're kind of just being like, you know what, for this time, I'm going to forget about everything, good or bad, stressful or helpful. One of my coaches told me that this was the feeling he liked about fighting and competing. It was the fact that you could leave the complexity of your life behind for a few minutes and focus on one thing. Meditation is kind of a way to bring that into your daily life. You sit down for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and you just focus on breathing. But obviously there are days where you feel like not doing it.
Today I really didn't want to meditate. Okay, it's stupidly late right now. It's like 12:16, but I would rather just roll in bed and watch like some bullshit movie like Turbo or Megamind. Maybe I already watched both today, but that's besides the fact. Yeah, I'm just tired.
At this point, I was beginning to change my opinion on what meditation is. I'd always thought that when a monk sits down, they literally have no thoughts, and that there's nothing going on upstairs. They just sit there and they do nothing and think nothing. But I kind of realized that was unrealistic. And when I would sit down every day, my brain had a lot to think about. It was recounting my entire day sometimes. So I talked to a friend who also meditates, and he said that he lets the thoughts happen. He doesn't fight them because giving them the attention of, no, I don't want to think about that, or that thought's wrong, or I should be focused right now, is already too much engagement. And sometimes when you don't, and when you just let it flow, things kind of sort themselves out. And stuff that was bothering you, that you literally had no idea was bothering you, comes back to the surface.
I just thought about a guy I met for the first time today and how I instantly assumed he just didn't like me. That was my instant assumption. And like, I didn't fully clock that until sitting down in the dark for 10 minutes breathing. Like, why? What does that have to do with anything? What, like, that was just in there, running around, and it hadn't been, like, tended to. I don't know. But in a weird way, I feel productive about that. I don't know. I want to say a cliche like, don't judge your thoughts and just let them fly around your head. Like, don't judge them. But, yeah, you know what? Cliches are sort of right sometimes.
This far in, I was really starting to understand the benefits of it, but this is when I started running into problems. As the minutes went up and up, it became more and more difficult.
Meditating is kind of hard. I'm like a good week in now, and I'm like incrementally increasing every time, trying not to do too much, trying not to make it seem like a bore. But even then, like, it's like allocating time to something that isn't super stimulating is just generally really tricky. Yeah, today's session didn't really feel like meditating. It definitely felt more like just sitting with my eyes closed, breathing. But really, what is the difference between that and meditating? Who knows? There's this quote where it's like, before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. And that's kind of how I feel. So I'm going to keep chopping the wood and I'm going to keep carrying the water. Day 13. An unlucky day. For some, an unlucky day. But I was thinking about that during my meditation. I was like, unlucky day? I'll find out in the next 13 minutes because we're on 13 minutes now, over halfway. You ever seen those fucking rage rooms where they... It's not a rage room, but it's like a bunch of middle-aged white people like lying down screaming as like some stress relief. If you see me doing that mid-meditation time lapse, it's not that. I'm yawning. I know it kind of looks like that and it might come across that way, but I'm yawning. That is next video idea. But thoughts so far. I keep changing my opinion on what meditation is. At the start, I thought it was no thoughts. A couple of days ago, I was thinking like let them roam a bit. And now I'm just like, I'll let thoughts like go. And then if I answer myself in my head and stuff, it's like, it's not the end of the world. It's just a thing. Like there's always another thought. There's always another thought after the thought you're trying to get rid of. So it's like that rhythm kind of has a bit of relaxing nature to it. So yeah, that's my Ops on meditation. Do I look calm? I do kind of think of it like it's like you have this like flat plane, and when you meditate, you can like sink deeper into meditation and go below that plane of what you're normally at day to day, just buzzing, boiling, like loads of random ideas. You dip below that plane and you enter like something more calm. But like some days, meditation wise, you're just gonna be like right below the plane. It's not gonna be anything like crazy. And I have a lot of those. I have a lot of those days where I'm just slightly below, and it's more like the breathing is the important thing and not the fact that I've just been thinking about my whole day or anything. So I guess it's about maximizing how often you can dip into those like agile planes. Maybe in like a 15-minute session like that one I just did. I think I went into like a deep state of meditation like maybe 3 different times. Seriously, quite a few though. I could drink like a whole tea in one straw suck. Don't test me. I'd rather flipping not be meditating right now, but the way I see it, what's the difference? I would just be in bed rolling around thinking about my day. Why not just do it here with good breathing? I heard someone say that once that you should never go 2 days without breaking a habit. It's always easier to keep a habit than restart. So yeah, here I am at 3 a.m. That's testament to that. It's also testament to me being a complete idiot, but here's 17 minutes to the dome. To the dome. Need I say more? Need I say more? You know, I sit here every day now, and past couple days, I've developed a new routine actually, a new really special daily habit. It's scrolling before I sit down to meditate because my brain knows, oh my god, I have to sit here for 20 minutes. So how about we scroll until it's like ridiculously past my bedtime, and then you still have to do the 20 minutes. Like that's the life right now. But today, not happening today. Hey, check out these epic stream sounds. First time trying that. Kinda just made me feel like I was taking a piss, but for a second there, I thought I was in a forest with a stream. Just did 18 minutes. I don't know what day we're on, like 28, no, 26. Recently, because the time is just so long, like 18 minutes, It's become more of a test of like willpower. Like 20 minutes, that's a long time to just sit and let your like thoughts bounce around your head. Hey, day 28. Oops. Anyways, today was pretty chill. Loki, I was just remembering like funny moments in my life. Bro's doing top 10 funny moments meditation. Like, what has this come to? Is this what is this what monks do all day? Yeah, it's not making me smarter, I can tell you that. It's also quite late, it's 1 a.m. But had to be done. I enjoy it, I'm happy right now, so clearly this stuff does something. But yeah. There's 29 straws in here. Today's my 30th day. 20 minutes.
I did it. Even though it was really boring at times, I feel like I've unlocked a new tool in my toolbox. Personally, I feel anxious a lot, and I know so many people that do every day. So knowing that I have the option now to bring a bit of peace into my life, even if it's just for a couple breaths, makes me feel like I have the option to deal with my anxiety then and there. Even today, I was running late for something and my chest was tight and I was waiting in this elevator and I took a couple breaths and it made it go away and successfully stopped the crash out. And if you relate to this in any way, maybe just find a couple seconds in a day just to take a few breaths. I really promise it will help. I'm not goated, but over these 30 days I've learned that meditation, and especially breathing, are